How's it going, everybody? So if you follow this channel, you know that I'm pretty particular when it comes to pitching mechanics. I like it when guys have clean, repeatable mechanics that don't put strain on their arm, because the more strain you put on your arm, the more likely it is that you're going to get injured. And so that's one of the reasons that when the Yankees acquired Jameson Taillon, who's had 2 Tommy John surgeries, from the Pittsburgh Pirates, I wasn't super excited. I've always thought that Taillon was a good pitcher. I thought he's had a nice build for a pitcher. He's tall and lanky, but I always felt like his arm swing, in which he really got his arm back away from his body before driving towards home plate, put too much strain on his elbow. Obviously, 2 Tommy John surgeries are evidence that something is wrong. And so Jameson Taillon was actually on the Yes Network last night on the Hot Stove Show, and they showed some footage that really changed my opinion on Jameson Taillon. He has totally rebuilt his delivery. Now, I wanted to put up some footage because I know not everybody here watches the Yes Network or has access to the Yes Network, but Jameson Taillon has really shortened up his arm swing. He's now driving towards home plate in a much more powerful position. It looks like he's using his legs more. He actually mentioned during the broadcast that he's trying to engage his lower half more when driving towards home plate.
I changed the way my lower body works. I'm focused on like more of a hip hinge movement, which gets your glutes involved. By cleaning up the way my lower body moves, it shortened up my arm path. So I used to have this really long whippy arm motion, and now it's much closer to the body.
And that to me right there is the key. I didn't necessarily pick up on the changes that he needed to make with his lower half, but it makes sense that if you speed up your lower half, then it changes where your arm needs to be at any given point during your delivery towards home plate. He basically used to throw like this. He would get that arm way back here, and then he would drive his massive frame towards home plate and use his arm as almost a whip. He's really tall. He's got very long arms and very big hands, very big fingers. So he basically stretched everything out and just whipped it towards home plate. Imagine if you tied this baseball to a string and then you put it on kind of a circular motion where you just spun it around. The further you get away from your hand, like the more string you have coming out, the further that baseball gets away, the more it's going to be whip-like and the faster it's going to go. And some guys throw that way, but it creates a lot of strain on your elbow. So what he's done is he's basically shortened his arm path to be more of a shot put or a javelin type of thrower, where it's a more powerful position. He's using his whole frame. His kinetic energy is starting from his legs and driving up a flat back, and then he's got his arm positioned right here behind his ear. Look at how Phil Hughes used to do it. Look at how Roger Clemens used to do it. Those are guys with really good arm motions. Garrett Cole is another guy who does it that way. Get that arm right here next to your ear and use your frame to drive that ball in a powerful position towards home plate. It's going to take a lot more strain off of his arm, and that makes me much more confident that he can stay healthy. Now, this does have some downsides. He's basically reinventing the way that he's delivering the baseball. So his command might not be as good as it used to be. Also, that strange kind of whip motion that he had where his arm was way back, that was probably tough on the hitters. It was kind of unique. So if he goes to a more standard approach, it might make him a little bit more hittable to the hitters. I guess we'll find out when the season starts, but I just became way more confident that he's going to be able to stay healthy. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It helps other Yankees fans find the channel.